Ukrainian Pulse is up next!
Welcome to a special segment of the Ukrainian Pulse. We are here in the beautiful Ukrainian Center of Whippany, New Jersey. And if you're a sports enthusiast, you can check off that box. If you're Ukrainian, you could check off that box. And if you're in the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, or Connecticut, you could check that box off. Why? Because we have a wonderful jewel we discovered here at the Ukrainian Center of Whippany, and we have Myron Bitz here to tell us about it. Myron, what do we have here?
We have the Ukrainian Sports Museum and Hall of Fame. The Ukrainian Sports Museum is a collection of all Ukrainian athletes, professional, Olympic, and others, jerseys, pucks, balls, photos, etc. We also have the Ukrainian Sports Hall of Fame, which is located in the same room, where we have inducted many Ukrainian great sportsmen, of which a lot of people are not aware of. People like Wayne Gretzky, people like Mike Ditka, people like Kenny Danico, people like, obviously everyone knows the Klitschko brothers are Ukrainian, among others. We can show you a list of all the inductees when we get inside, when we have an opportunity to go over that. Besides that, we also have the Ukrainian Sports Federation of the U.S. and Canada, of which has a display of their existence. They're the Ukrainian Sports Federation of all Ukrainian sports clubs in the United States and Canada. There's approximately 39 sports clubs that belong, and we have their display also here. They began in 1955. So let's go inside and take a look.
So Myron, what do we have here?
This is the plaque of the 2016 inaugural class of inductees in the professional and Olympic categories. Among them, Oksana Bayul for figure skating. We happen to have Oksana's signed skates here on display. Valery Borzov, track and field. We happen to have his information here also. Serhiy Bubka, we happen to have his photo, and we have his actual pole vault where he won the Olympics with. Vitaly Klitschko, we got a set of his boxing gloves. His brother Klitschko, Viktor Petrenko, we got his skates also. We got Johnny Bauer, we got Mike Bossy, Wayne Gretzky's jerseys signed here. We got Ken Danico's and Mike Ditka's and Wayne Krabet's information. So
I can definitely tell you, you don't have to be Ukrainian. When you hear Mike Ditka or Danico, that you immediately know. You don't have to be Ukrainian. They're fairly widely known.
Well, plus, what about Wayne Krabet? I mean, Krabet means what is it? Bones, spine.
Really?
Yeah, spine.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he's Ukrainian. As a matter of fact, we had the opportunity to meet with him last week, the VP, our curator of the museum, and myself, and we gave him his Hall of Fame induction documentation, and he acknowledged to us he's 100% Ukrainian, and he was glad to be Ukrainian. It was a real pleasure to meet with him in New York, ex-Jet. But anyway, yes, we also have
I see you have another plaque here.
Yes, we have the other members that were inducted into the Ukrainian Sports Hall of Fame were players, coaches, press individuals, journalism, founders of Ukrainian sports clubs, and referees. Some of them that have since passed and others that are still with us. Many of them were at the induction ceremony. Among the known names was the Chizovich brothers, which was Eugene Chizovich, Walter, and Ihor Chizovich. Eugene was known as the best coach in the history of soccer, high school soccer in New Jersey. Walter was a coach down at one of the universities. I think it was down in Virginia or somewhere in that area. We also had founders of Ukrainian sports clubs, in New York, in Usk, in Horsham, Pennsylvania, in Whippany, or actually in Newark area. We had many players, Ukrainian players like Nestor Poslowski, who was a volleyball player who played on Rutgers' team. We had, there's a whole list. We can go through it, but unfortunately there's 46 names here, and to go through it, I will get tongue-tied, to be honest with you.
And that is exactly why you come down here to take a look and find out, right?
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Okay, we're here now with Theodore Bodnar. He's the vice president and curator of the museum. Theo, what do we have here?
Emil, we've got the Ukrainian Sports Museum and Hall of Fame. I think one of the things that's very attractive about our museum is we have not only a wide variety of items, different athletes and sports, but also a unique bunch of items that are on display only here. And the fact that you can come into one place and see them all really makes it interesting. We've got things like this. Alexei Zhitnik, the year he gets drafted to go into the NHL, gets a rookie card made of him by Upper Deck. But one of the items that he requires from Upper Deck is that they not put the hammer and sickle in the bottom right-hand corner, but the flag of Ukraine. So it's the first time Ukraine is displayed on a card, on an authentically licensed item, on the card itself. So his official rookie card, even though he's in a CCR uniform, is with the Ukrainian flag in the corner.
Wow, that's amazing. You can see that right there.
Yep.
It's the first time ever for the Ukrainian flag to be featured on
And
that.
this is right after Ukraine became free, so certainly I think that was probably dear to him, to his heart, and something that was important to him, both politically and nationalistically.
Wow, that's fantastic.
We also have a very, very unique item on display in our museum, and these are cards issued in 1998, 1999 by O-Pee-Chee via Bowman and Topps. These are cards that were part of a parallel set of that year, issued as part of the international subset. Each country got the card written and its flag put on the front. These cards of these three Ukrainian players were written in Ukrainian. So essentially, in my hands are the first and only Ukrainian sports athletic cards completely written in Ukrainian.
Wow. First and only.
First and only. I've never seen this done ever again by anybody else. So you're looking at truly unique items. If you got them, you got them. If you don't, you got to come here to see them because we have them.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to be incredibly rare. How large a print run we're talking about? Probably, what, maybe?
Let's put it this way. The international subset came out 1 in 36 packs. 100 players were included in that, so you'd have to buy 100 different boxes to try to get one of each of these guys.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is exceptionally rare.
And only 3 of the guys were Ukrainian, and we have all the 3 Ukrainian guys in our shelf here.
So that wasn't an easy thing to get.
It was not an easy thing to get.
Wow, that's awesome. So that alone is worth the price of admission, and to come down and take a look at that, because that is definitely a rarity in the native Ukrainian language. That's wonderful.
That's correct. Not Russian, not Kazakh, completely in Ukrainian.
Wow.
I'm still trying to find out who wrote it for Topps.
So what other displays do we have here?
Within the hockey category, we actually have a bunch of devils that are of Ukrainian heritage. Beneath that, we have the Ukrainian Hall of Famers in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And underneath that, a bunch of other Ukrainians that have played hockey throughout the years. One of these interesting items is a 1952 hockey card rookie of a gentleman called Jerry Melnick that played for the Red Wings. And on the back of his card, it actually mentions in 1952 that he's of Ukrainian parentage. So interesting that even as far back as 1952, we have hockey cards noting players as being Ukrainian. These are items from our Olympic and other sports display cabinet. On the very top, we have items that were given to us via the Ukrainian Olympic Committee regarding Valeriy Borisov, who was the fastest man in the world. Won Olympic gold medals on 100 and 200 meter runs. One of the interesting items that's unique to our cabinet and display is we received the picture of him receiving the Jesse Owens International Award Ceremony dinner photo from 1996 as part of the original items which were donated to us. During our Hall of Fame induction weekend, a lady called Larissa Barabash Temple, who actually is a member of the Hall of Fame in that category, brought in an item, the award that you see here, and she said Mr. Borisov would like us to have this to display. And I told her, reading the award, I said, look, I think we have the picture going with that award. She goes, "You're kidding?" I said, "Yeah, come on into the museum." She comes in, we take a look, and sure enough, the two items correlate. February 6, 1996, and we have the two as a pair right here inside our display cabinet.
That's an amazing, amazing coincidence that it worked out like that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
We're all about amazing coincidences and getting things that make us interesting. On our second level, we have a photo here that was donated as part of the package from Serhiy Bubka, the head of the Ukrainian Olympic Committee. In the picture, he's holding a pole vaulting pole, and it's got his time where he sets the world record. It's autographed by him. In the fall, we had a very unique opportunity to get a pole vaulting pole from him. It just arrived from Europe, from Monaco. And of all the incredible things, the pole in the picture, which he sets the record with, is actually the pole which was donated from him, and it is now hanging above us on top there, signed, dated, and numerated by him from that world record. So not only are you going to see the photo of him when he set the world record and won the world championships, but you're going to see the actual pole he used.
That is amazing.
So how do you like that?
Talk about a piece of history, right?
Yeah, you got to come in and check it out. It's fantastic. I mean, the pole's 18 feet long, measuring right on top of our heads here.
Right. Yeah, I just, when you pointed it out, I just noticed it. It's it's an amazing display right there.
Try to get that on a plane.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I see some famous people that
we have the
anyone would
Klitschko
know right here.
brothers. We've got two golfers that are Ukrainian. We've got the Bondarenko sisters, signed cards, both with Ukrainian flags on them. We've got swimming. We've got volleyball. We've got bodybuilders that were Mr. America and Mr. Universe. We've got interesting stuff. All variety, different kinds of sports. This is our Ukrainian Olympic corner. We have a display showing and showcasing all of the Olympic pin sets that Ukraine took part in as a country at the Olympics, both winter and summer. There's also Junior Olympics in here. We have the 25th anniversary coin. We have a tremendous amount of unique stuff within this showcase. The Ukrainian Olympic Committee has been very supportive of the museum in donating these items, information, and cooperating with us. Behind us, we have the uniforms of the Ukrainian Olympic team that took part in the 1998 Nagano Olympics, and we also have the Olympic flag that was brought into the stadium. That same Olympics is part of Ukraine.
That alone is a coup to be able to get something of that stature.
Correct.
It's not an easy thing.
No.
When you think the flag that was actually walked into the stadium, you would think it would,
Olympic history.
It's a hot item.
Olympic history, absolutely.
Wow, it's incredible. I have been totally rocked by the scope and the variety of the displays that you have here, and I highly recommend anyone that's a sports fan or Ukrainian definitely should come down and take a look.
Take a look. It's so much to take in and ingest, and there's just so many unique items. You see the different sports, like I said, Winter and Summer Olympics and the Junior Olympics. They've got Ukrainian books issued regarding sports history, so it's something to see.
Wow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the time.
My pleasure.
For the tour.
My pleasure. Thank you, and thank you, Ukrainian Pulse.
There's one thing that we forgot, and that's Ukrainian Heritage Day at the New Jersey Devils. And we have Chris right here to tell us about that. Chris, what's up with that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. This year's Heritage Day actually is on March 19th. It's a Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock game. It's versus the New Jersey Devils versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. When you come out at Prudential Center in Newark, you'll see Ukrainian dancers, singers. You'll hear the organist playing Ukrainian songs in between periods during the game. You'll see our national anthem singer, Ukrainian, and lots of Ukrainian waving flags. It's going to be a great time. We can't wait. This is our fourth one, and we're looking to do this for 10 more years, if we can.
That's wonderful. I've been to a couple of the past Heritage Days, and they were phenomenal. One of my favorite things is not just the dancers and the music, but I also enjoy the guy with the flag on the Zamboni. That's like a personal favorite.
Oh yes, that's our personal Kozak. Yes, instead of a horse, he's on a Zamboni. So that's our flag-waving Kozak, and they tried to stop us, but we did it anyway. So
awesome. And also another rather heart-touching moment is when they sing the national anthem, and you hear the whole stadium just like fill up, and that's awesome. That is totally awesome.
Yes, it is. And you know, our Ukrainian flag bearers. Yes, they stand there. We had veterans, Ukrainian veterans last year. This year we'll have other people, probably all young people, holding the flag. And our Ukrainian singer will sing the national anthem. Everybody stands and cheers. I've never heard such cheers in my life. And also, which is special to our arena, is the hero of the game. Last year we had disabled Ukrainian vets who were fighting in Ukraine. They were actually our guests, and you know, were honored by the whole stadium. Everybody was on their feet cheering. It was just heart-stopping, start-stopping moment. It was wonderful.
It's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, actually.
Now, where do you go to find more information about that?
Well, we have a Facebook page, Ukrainian Heritage Night at NJ Devils. You can go there. You can email us, the Ukrainian Heritage Night at the New Jersey Devils at Gmail. And you can even contact Prudential Center. They'll know. Contact the New Jersey Devils. And we have a special ticket program, discounted tickets, that if you just put in the password Ukrainian, you'll get discount tickets to our event.
Awesome. And what's the date?
The date is Sunday, March 19th. It's a 1 o'clock game versus Columbus Blue Jackets. Should be a good game.
You heard that, folks. If you're anywhere in the tri-state area, show up. It will be the place to be. Myra, that was a great tour. Thanks for having us over. Where can people find more information online?
We have a website, we have a Facebook page, or they can come in and visit. The museum's open every Saturday and Sunday between the hours of 12 noon and 6 p.m. We have an individual here that could provide a tour. We will also provide special tours for groups. If you give us a call, the number will appear on the screen. We can do individual tours, we can do groups, we can do pretty much anything. Also, just for everybody's information, a little bit of business here. On September 16th, we will be inaugurating or inducting our second Ukrainian Sports Hall of Fame individuals at a banquet which will be held in this facility. It's a Saturday, so look, you keep an eye on our website and our Facebook page for more information on that. And thank you very much for coming down, visiting our museum, and hopefully the rest of the world will come out and visit us too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We hope you're enjoying the show so far, but unfortunately we have to be serious now. A recent report from UNICEF tells us that there are 1 million kids that are in danger in the war zone of eastern Ukraine. You don't have to be Ukrainian to help, you just have to be a human being. You can use the information below to contact your elected officials. Tell your elected officials to stop the war and help Ukraine.